Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, and today I'm back with part 2 of my MINNEE doll review. In my previous video, I already unboxed 2 MINNEE blind boxes that had the Cat Café and Bubble Tea Bar dolls. And if you missed that video, make sure to quickly go back and watch that first, because in that video I also go into some detail about the full collection, how to open these dolls, and their fully articulated bodies. And in this video, I'm taking a look at 2 more surprise dolls. Then for my next ones, I'm unboxing them the exact same way as I did for my first 2, pulling off the metallic bottom to then take off that pink lid so I can access the blind bags. And for my third MINNEE doll, I'm super excited to have the Comic-Con version, because her and Bubble Tea Bar are the only 2 that do not have a light skin tone. And I feel super lucky that with the 4 I have, I at least have somewhat of a diverse group. Her outfit is made out of 2 rubbery pieces, with this rubbery tie-dye top and a jean overall skirt. Her accessories are super fun, and again, eeny meeny, with these pink Crocs, this Pokemon magazine, a white bag with a gold charm that says Comic-Con, and another pink unicorn bag, something that seems like a stuffed animal monster, and pink glasses. Then for the doll itself, she looks absolutely adorable and might have my favorite face that I've seen so far on one of these. Because look at that lip shade and eye combination. Here you can see that these dolls do have rooted hair all the way around. And you can pop off the hat pretty easily, which makes it easier to redress the dolls. Unfortunately, on the inside of the head, you do not have access to the hair, so I'm not 100% sure if you'd be able to give these dolls a reroute. I definitely want to experiment with that, so leave a comment down below if you want to see me try that in an upcoming video, and which of these dolls I should reroute. This doll was also already wearing a Comic-Con lanyard and 3 bracelets. And after unboxing this one, I definitely already got the itch to mix and match these outfits, because I think she would look so cute with the Bubble Tea Girl's jeans. However, I did want to dress her up first in her original outfit, with that jean skirt, pink Crocs, bag, and glasses. And again, adding that plastic case with the poster behind her really elevates these tiny dolls to the next level. And then for my final one, I was definitely hoping for either one of the retro roller girls, since I feel like she is giving major Zara Larsson vibes, or the purple girl, since I really love her schoolgirl aesthetic. And this time I deliberately did not look at the poster inside, so I could have the actual surprise once I saw the doll. And I was super excited to have the Magic Academy girl, since this also is my first one without bangs. And if you've been following me for a long time, you know my view of bangs on dolls. Here again, I really appreciate that plastic cover for the dolls' heads, and I will definitely be keeping that little piece of plastic to hold the doll's hair in place while I'm either traveling with the doll or setting the hair for a restyle, because I feel like that will protect their hair and face so well. For this doll's outfit, she again had a rubber top and fabric skirt, and her rubber top opened at the back, which made it much easier to put this top on the doll, compared to the sweater from the Cat Café doll that I unboxed in my previous video. She also comes with this fabric plaid skirt in purple and black, that has a super cute lace trim on the bottom and an elastic waistband for easy dressing up. To finish the look, she comes with these sneakers that have socks built in and that are painted in several different colors to highlight their details. Since she's an Academy doll, she also comes with a book that she can hold and some super cute round reading glasses. Then she comes with a small purple and green purse and a black cat. And I have to say, even though I like her hairstyle the most out of the 4 I have, this one did get the messiest while unboxing, whereas the other ones stayed pretty neat while arranging them. That's why I do want to take her hairstyle down and basically recreate it to make it look a little neater. In this tiny scale, it can be a bit of a challenge to make different hairstyles on these dolls, but if you know me, you know that I'm always up for the challenge. And I even decided to take down Cat Café's hair to give her 2 French braids, which you might have already seen on my Instagram. And then, since I have 4 different dolls now, I also wanted to mix and match their outfits to see what I could come up with. And honestly, I feel like these dolls look so cute together. I am gonna show you these outfits from my least favorite combination to my favorite, starting off with the Cat Café one, simply because I feel like that sweater is just a little too chunky. But I do kinda like what I made out of it after cutting off the hood and the long sleeves, leaving this really cute baggy t-shirt. I paired that with the purple plaid skirt and pink sneakers. The reason this is my least favorite outfit is because it's the least cohesive of them all, and the vibes are a little bit all over the place. Then my next one kind of is a tie between these 2 looks, because I think they're pretty cute and I really enjoy the simplicity in these outfits. I have my Magic Academy doll wearing the fabric top and overall skirts, paired with these chunky boots from Cat Café. And my bubble tea girl is wearing the tie-dye top and pink ruffle skirts, paired with the pink Crocs, and those leg warmers are actually the leftover sleeves from the Cat Café doll. And I think paired together, that looks pretty cute. And I really enjoy how it gives these 2 dolls a very similar vibe now. And then my absolute favorite combination is the Comic-Con doll wearing the Magic Academy top and the bubble tea jeans. She's also wearing the Magic Academy shoes and glasses to finish the look. And I feel like this outfit also matches her hair so well, and I really enjoy the more casual pants with that dressed up top. So I think it just looks so put together. And with that, I'm gonna end this mini unboxing and review for now. I really hope you liked this video and seeing these dolls in more detail. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below which of these dolls is your favorite. Then to see more of these dolls, like hairstyles and maybe even a reroute, follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, @thedollboy. See you next time!